of a lot of fish swimming around in this pond, huh?
Are they edible?
Sure, they're edible, but we've got no way to catch any.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
I hate camping out.
I guess even someone as fashionable as you wouldn't know a whole lot about Dan and armor, right?
Not really, no. Like, what's with that scarf? I don't remember that being with any of the armor we found back there.
Oh, well, remember how you told me you thought I'd look good wearing some blue? I took your advice to heart and decided to give it a go.
Oh, I see. Well, it suits you.
Would you say I've learned to spruce things up like you suggested?
I wouldn't go that far. So, this whole you not—
Why would I lie about it? And why would—
No, it's just—
As a slave, I'd say it—
Oh?
On the upside, when Renan soldier— The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which—
Really?
Sure. I may be— Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't—
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own, but your hand doesn't show any sign.
I don't know.
Seriously? You have that mask. You don't—
I'm not lying if that's what you— But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us
Zeph—
it's bad manners to pry when you've got— Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like shit—
Right. Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renan, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
a Renan?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renan as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renan as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renans. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danan agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danans?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zoogle. This is getting old.
Yeah? But wasn't it you Renans who brought the Zoogles here from Rena in the first place?
They're not just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose. In fact, some Zoogles were originally derived from the animals on Dana. Or so I've heard.
What? You Renans couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with our nature too?
You can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So, are you going to work with me or not?
I will. It's in both of our own interests.
Why am I here?
Would it kill you to be a little more friendly?
I don't see how that's necessary.
Look, for the time being at least, we're working together. You don't have to make this harder than it already is.
In case you've forgotten, the two of us may be working together, but the only reason we're even teamed up right now is because our interests happen to overlap. Otherwise, why in the world would I be working with a Danon slave like...
I am not a slave! I'm not a slave anymore. Not since I chose to fight. I've left that life behind, and I'm better for it. Understand? I'm sorry for yelling. But please, don't call me that ever again. Okay?
Okay.
After all that, how can these people carry on like nothing happened? Didn't Zephyr's words reach anyone in that whole crowd?
The Snake Eyes could be anywhere. People are scared of being reported, so they can't do jack.
And speaking from experience, when you spend so much of your life as a slave, you stop even thinking of standing up and fighting. Calaglia had a lot of people like that.
Well, these people are in no position to demand anything anyway, when they've lost the will to fight and need others to protect them.
These people have had a hard enough time just keeping the fires lit. No one wants to sacrifice their life without good cause.
It is what it is. Once Ganabelt is out of the picture, things in Cislodia are sure to change.
Yeah, I hope so.
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow... Shion, could we talk a moment?
Shouldn't you be resting?
I wanted to talk.
I don't really want to talk.
Right. I'll,
I didn't say you were bothering me. Sorry. Don't take it personally. I'm just not used to...
Well, for a start, you let your guard down a little. Hey, here...
What with my thorns and all, I didn't really have one. Not to...
Who was it?
A really old...
Oh.
When I was a little girl, the doll was the only thing I would do things like dress it up or...
Can I ask some...
Is it about the fact that I played...
No, it isn't.
I don't remember.
Where is...
I had to leave it behind when I left Lenegus. I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Law?
Yeah, sorry. Just a little travel weary is all. Looking forward to finally getting out of here, you know?
Still beating yourself up about your dad, aren't you?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. But that's not what I was just thinking about.
Oh?
I never did tell you how I ended up hanging around with the Snake Eyes, did I?
Not properly. All I know is you had a falling out with your dad and ran away from home.
Getting to Cislodia almost killed me. Once there, though, I actually ended up joining a resistance organization, believe it or not. Of course, before long, someone ratted us out. And we were ambushed by the Snake Eyes. I'd never seen such brutality. If I hadn't surrendered,
Law?
I don't know why. They let me live. They made me watch as they butchered my friends right in front of my eyes. I still have nightmares. I hear roars of Zeugles as my friends scream. The snow stained red with blood. And all the while, those bastards laughing. I thought that with Ganabelt defeated, I'd be able to put it all behind me. Turns out that was a little optimistic. I was terrified they would kill me too. So I wound up betraying the memory of my friends and getting my old man killed in the process. I wonder if I'm any braver now. What if one day I panic again and end up running away like always?
And leave us behind? You really think you'd do that?
I hope not. But who's to say what I'm really capable of?
Ah! I found you.
Something wrong, Rinwell?
How very perceptive of you. When I turned around, you were gone, so we came back to look for you.
Maybe tell us next time you decide to stop? We need all our manpower to face these Zeugles.
Geez, okay. I can't help it when nature calls, can I?
Nature? Ew, gross! Here?
Let's make tracks, shall we?
I hope he makes it through this.
You invited him along. He's your liability.
He's Zephyr's son, Shion. What was I supposed to do? Just leave him?
Fine. Just don't come crying to me about it, all right? I've got enough deadbeats slowing me down as it is.
Why did people dig this path so far underground?
Maybe it was too dangerous on the mountains for them to traverse over them.
So you're saying that before Dana was conquered, Danans made this so that they'd have a way to get through the mountains?
If I had to guess, they might have even lived inside of these once upon a time.
Not like there's any way of knowing now. Not after all our history was lost.
No, it wasn't lost. It was stolen from us by the Renans because they thought slaves didn't need it. And because keeping it around would have made it harder to control us.
It's not all gone. Look at that.
What is it?
Probably. It's true the Renans erased a lot of our history. But if we look hard enough, I think we'll find there's still plenty of it left. But first, we have to win the freedom to even look for it.
We'll win it all right. Then we'll reclaim our history.
I'm like bait to them. You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
I guess Messia is the first place we met. Hala.
Yeah, I was a snake eye and you were a silver sword. Who would have thought we'd end up on the same team?
You make an odd pair, it's true.
You guys are the odd ones, running with a Renin.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it. I won't forgive you!
Ignite!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double if it higher. Just back it out again. All right.
Blow away!
Well, looky here.
the advantage.
Good. Now we just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry. All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
Forgive you! Here goes! This one's mine!
Now you see what I can do!
I guess you had your uses now and again.
Told you! Right.
Shame you're not like that all the time.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. The tide of battle has turned. That's the power of combat that
Oh, quit staring.
I don't take orders from you. We won that by a mile.
This looks nice and tough.
Right, here goes!
First try!
Hope this works.
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
Guess I misread the landing.
You okay?
Shut up, Law. I'm kind of trying to concentrate.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Little help.
Here I go.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right, no time to hold back. Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
No complaints from me.
An opponent like this should be easy.
It's over.
Rising Wyvern!
I'm on it.
Take this!
Do it. Sweet dreams. They may look cute and stuff, but they're missing. Let's get you all tucked away.
We managed to pull through.
He's gone. Never mind.
Do it.
I'm practically unstoppable.
Little help.
Rising Wyvern! We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of it.
Wow, someone's feeling lively.
My fists are crushing it out there.
An opponent like this should be easy. Swallow blade!
Do it. Burning strike.
We're in good form.
All this walking up and down is a pain.
Yeah. I wish we could just go straight through without all this hassle.
On the other hand, the collapsed parts let you reach some places you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Now that you mention it, the ceiling's not gonna come down on us, is it?
Right, here goes!
I'm surrounded! Armor won't save you!
I never
Here I come! You're finished!
Do it!
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Hey, Law. Back when we left Cisleden, you remember how you said so long as you don't give up, there's nothing to stop someone starting over?
Yeah?
Well, I think you did just that. You've set out on a new path despite what happened in your past. Besides, you're not the only one fumbling your way through things.
You too?
It was your dad who taught me to fight. Back at the start of all this, I knew that so long as I followed him, I wouldn't end up straying. But it was also your dad who told me the importance of becoming my own master, of searching out the answers within me. I always figured I would one day. But at the same time, I had so much more to learn. When he died, I suddenly found myself rudderless. Sure, our immediate goal is to defeat all the lords. But then what comes after that? There's no one left to point me in the right direction. It was then that I realized, No matter how much I fret about it, the only thing I can do is fight. Renin brutality isn't going to right itself. So that's what I'm doing. Fighting. And in the meantime, I'll try to figure out my next move. Right now, that's about all I can do.
And you really believe you got what it takes to win this? Against all the odds?
Yes, I do. Or at least I want to. If I'm being completely honest, sometimes I'm not really sure whether I can or not. So what if we're still figuring stuff out? If we do it together, then we can support one another along the way. Is there anything so wrong with that?
No, I don't think there is. I think I get it now. We may not know what we're capable of, but we have to try all the same.
Having another one of your secret meetings? Don't tell me you were taking yet another bathroom break?
Oh, we were just engaging in a bit of brotherly bonding. Isn't that right, Alphen?
Yeah, that's right.
Fine then, suit yourselves. Hey, I think I can feel a breeze up ahead. I bet the exit is real close.
Finally! Man, it's been... When I get in a tussle, I go full force...
I do have to admit,
Yeah, it was actually my old man who taught me to fight that.
Zephyr taught you? What?
There's nothing wrong with being so focused on...
As long as I don't...
So what you're saying is...
You're not a...
Do you sense... We're finally here. Elda Menancia, the land of green. The place certainly lives up to its name, doesn't it?
Yeah, just feel that breeze. It's like night and day compared to Calaglia and Cyslodia.
Unsullied, fertile land, as far as the eye can see. That's beautiful. Oh, what?
No, nothing. Just... I was thinking the very same thing.
That's the realm capital in the distance. The city of Vicent. A word to the wise before we continue. Elda Menancia has produced more sovereigns...
Guess we should probably follow after her.
Yeah, fine. I was just thinking how Dad would have enjoyed this view. Anyway, let's get moving before we start looking tasty to monsters.
Is he going to be okay?
Eventually. That's a wall he'll have to overcome on his own.
So if I remember right, there are 6 elements...
Right. I only remember because my...
How did we find out about dark...
Beats me. I'm sure there's other stuff we've...
Yeah, I bet. And then we forget that...
Exactly. That's...
You really have a...
Well, I don't know that I'd call it just a thing. It's also...
Connected?
It's nothing. I should have guessed that...
No backing down!
I'll take you all on! We've turned the tables on us!
There are still more left!
Right! No time to... Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
What's wrong?
Yes!